Hi guys, how are you? Happy New Year, and I hope you all had a great Christmas. So I just wanted to share two things with you today. The first thing is, I suppose, at the start of 2021, it's a great time to look back and reflect over 2020 and see how your business performed and what went well and maybe what needs some tweaking or fine tuning going forward into 21 to improve your business. So one of the things that I think is very important in business is, I suppose, the importance of having a process in place in terms of how you do things. So in your day-to-day business, what is the steps that you follow to basically make your sales happen, whether that's a service or a product? So if you can imagine that there is a time period there from customer inquiry right up to close of sale, and how can you shorten that time, or how can you make that time more efficient or less costly? There may be a number of steps in that process in terms of how you do things. So I suppose to bring it back a little bit, I probably ask the question, number one, have you got a process in place? Have you got a way of doing things? Or number two, if you have got a process in place, looking at those steps, is there any way you can make them more efficient or less costly to your business? And ultimately, this will have a big impact on your business, because it will improve your cash flow, it'll improve your time management, it will improve consistency in your business, and you're going to build a habit for yourself as a business owner, your staff, and you're also going to build, I suppose, habits with your customers, because this is your way of doing things, and so you're creating trust and professionalism too then, because you've got an established way of doing things. Without processes in place, you're losing control in terms of how your business, runs from day to day, because you may have to react to changes then. But if you have a set way of working, it will create this consistency, and you will achieve high performance in that area. Now, in your business, depending on the size of your business, you may have a lot of mini processes. But I think it's very interesting just to, I suppose, take a pen and paper and just reflect on the steps that you take from day to day. What are the things that you do every single day, but how do you do them? And how can you make them more efficient? And how can you create a set habit or a game plan of how you do this every day? And by doing that, you will see the value in doing that is that you will create a habit, and you will create a real process of how to do it at a high level, and you will probably eliminate all the little bugs in the process that are maybe taking your time or maybe costing your business more money than they should. So that'll be the value, I suppose, of having a process in place. The second thing I want to just touch on briefly is that in the coming weeks I'm going to be designing a high performance business model, and this is basically going to look at all my experience to date working across different industries, and everything I have seen that has worked well and maybe not worked so well, and putting this into one business model which helps business owners, number one, for their business to perform at a high level, but also what it takes for them to perform at a high level, and gluing all that together into one model, which gives you a high awareness of how a business performs at a very high level. So I'll be sharing details of that in the coming weeks, and I think it will provide a lot of value to anyone that is currently in business or is thinking of getting into their own business. So I'll share details with that in the coming weeks. So thanks for viewing, guys, and if I can help in any way, give me a shout.